Hey guys, I wanted to come and make a video all about coming off of hormonal birth control. I have never considered this until literally just recently after I read Dr. Jolene Brighten's book, Beyond the Pill. This book was suggested to me by a friend and I just kind of went with it and read it or listened to it on Audible, and it's amazing. It really is such a great book. There's a lot of insight on your period, your hormones, sex, birth control, everything you need to know about being a female and all the struggles we deal with on a daily basis and a monthly basis. I'm drinking my kombucha, by the way. We've graduated from wine o'clock with Carly to kombucha at noon with Carly. So in Dr. Jolene Brighten's book, she talks all about all the things that it means to be a woman and everything that has to do with hormones and what happens if you stay on the birth control pill or whatever kind of hormonal contraceptive you're using, and then what happens when you get off of it. And apparently most women experience basically hormonal chaos when they get off of hormonal birth control. I'm personally on the NuvaRing and I have been on that for quite some time now. Probably at least 5 or more years. But I counted the other day and I've been taking hormonal birth control for 11 years. So I started when I was 15 years old, which is crazy to me. In her book, she talks about the longer you're on the birth control pill, the worse it can be for your body and the more likely you are to get any diseases or whatever that could be associated with the birth control pill. I'm not going to get into all the science and the logistics behind that right now. I really do suggest you go pick up a copy of her book and read it, as well as at least on Audible, it came with a PDF that gives you like a bunch of different information and recipes, quizzes, hormone balancing supplements, and meal plans and everything you need in order to either transition off the pill or to regulate your body if you're still choosing to be on the pill. So that's what I love about her book. She's neither for or against it, but she just tells you, here's some information about what can happen if you do stay on the pill for a long time. It's also interesting learning about women and our cycles. I've always just been so whatever about my period. I'm like, yeah, it comes and it goes and it's just whatever. I've never experienced what some women experience, like crazy painful periods, really heavy periods. I do get a little crazy around that time, so that's maybe one of my things. I get cravings and I get a little crazy and I break out just a little bit, but I have never experienced like absolutely debilitating periods like some women have. But I want to feel what it's like to have my body just be absolutely natural in every way possible. I mean, if you think about it, you're putting in artificial hormones into your body monthly, daily, yearly, and after time, when your body is not producing its own natural hormones, this can be detrimental. So what I'm looking for is to absolutely come back to my natural state of what I'm supposed to be and like have my hormones produce on their own naturally and come back to my homeostasis, if that makes sense. I think everyone needs to be a little bit more aware of what's going on in their bodies, like every single month and day, and what time you're ovulating, what time you are going to be menstruating. I know it sounds so gross and weird, but the older you get, the more you're just like, oh, this is supernatural, this is cool to talk about, it's a period, you know. And before, when you're younger, everyone's like, it's disgusting, don't talk about it, it's so taboo. It's life, it's natural. I think you should really educate yourself on your body. So I've downloaded an app, I think it's called, what's it called? It's called Glow. I'll post it down below, but I think it's called Glow, and it's basically a cycle tracking app where you check in once daily. You say your symptoms, you say when your last period was on the calendar, and then it'll tell you when you're ovulating, when your next cycle is supposed to happen, when you're most fertile, when you're least fertile, when you should be using protection while you're having sex if you don't want a baby, vice versa, if you should, you know, if you want a baby, go at it. But I figured there's no better time in life than right now to start going back to my normal state. So I'm going to track my journey doing this. I've been super invested in it in the last few weeks, or I think it's been a week actually, since I've read the book. But I think everyone needs to educate themselves on these kinds of things. So even if you do decide that you still want to stay on hormonal birth control, I think you need to be aware of what that means for you and what that could potentially mean for you in the future. And if you choose to come off of it, what that can mean for you. I'm personally a little terrified to come off of the birth control pill just because, or the NuvaRing, just because I haven't been off of it in 11 years. I haven't known what it's like to not have artificial hormones in my body for 11 years. So I'm a little freaked out because there's something called post-birth control syndrome that can happen to a lot of women, potentially all women who come off of birth control that have been on it for a long period of time. And this can consist of horrible, heavy, painful periods, psychotic outbreaks, running around killing everybody. Just kidding. I already do that. Depression, anxiety, crazy mood swings, cystic acne, your hair falling out, just basically chaos. Your body goes into this chaotic state because your hormones are out of whack now. Like, you're not putting those artificial hormones in. So now your body's trying to normalize and figure out what the hell is happening. So it's gonna be a journey for sure. In Dr. Brighton's book, she talks all about basically doing a 30-day detox slash a 14-day liver detox, and then after that, just like continuing for 30 days, eating a super healthy, clean, veggie-filled diet. You need to cut out sugars, you need to cut out alcohol, grains, dairy, saturated trans, all those gross fats like margarine and shitty butter and French fries from McDonald's. Like, you cut all of that out for 30 days and you just focus on feeding your body natural, clean, organic, healthy fruits and vegetables, seeds, lean proteins, lots of fermented foods, hence my kombucha. This is going to help your body normalize and come back to where it was before the pill, and it's going to help you have a lot less side effects with that, which is optimal. Along with changing your diet for these 30 days, she also tells you all the supplements that you should be taking, because the birth control pill depletes a lot of these supplements in our bodies. The first one is magnesium bisglycinate. I used to be a pharmacy technician. I should be better at this kind of thing. Anywho, it's this kind. It's spelled like that. I'll link it below. I just got this off of Amazon. So many women are deficient in magnesium, and a lot of magnesium is kind of hard on your stomach if you don't get the right kind. So I got this kind that's gentle on the stomach and it doesn't cause you to shit your pants. I got some ashwagandha, which is an adaptogenic herb, and I got this one off of Amazon as well. I'll link that below if you can't see that. But basically this relieves your stress, brings your body back to homeostasis. That's what an adaptogenic herb does. Do your research on all of this too, you guys. I'm just literally going from what she said in this book and her PDF resource. Take it with a grain of salt and do your own research and go talk to your doctor. I'm not going to go talk to my doctor because my doctor told me that she's like, yeah, you can stay on birth control for the rest of your life until you're premenopausal. And I'm like, I don't feel like that's right. I don't really believe in that. And I think that's just, you know, Western medicine, you know, at its finest. Doctors are told that you're okay to stay on birth control forever in medical school. So they tell their patients that. I personally don't believe that, and I've heard tons of things combating that argument, so I don't agree. I think I'm going to try to look for a more homeopathic doctor to talk to about this kind of thing that's actually like on the same page as me. But right now I'm just literally following Dr. Brighton's book and her PDF with all the resources. Okay, also something that we're all super deficient in, especially women, vitamin B. I'm taking a vitamin B complex. It's 2 tablets a day. She said to specifically get one that has folate in it, not folic acid. Read up on it. I'm not going to get into the science right now because because I'm not a freaking doctor. Vitex. This is something that helps with your progesterone levels. It helps boost your progesterone, regulates your cycle, promotes hormone balance, improves your libido, combats PMS symptoms, boosts reproductive health, and promotes hormone balance, and improves your mood. So it's an overall just really great little supplement, it sounds like. Again, you should probably go get your hormones tested before you take anything like this because it's increasing your progesterone. You might not be a person who needs an increase in progesterone. You might have too much progesterone, or you might have too little, or blah, blah, blah. Get yourself checked out before you start taking anything like this. I just take a vitamin D supplement every day. I've been doing that for a long time, especially during the winter. My family and I have a history of depression and anxiety, so I am definitely more prone to depression and anxiety, especially during the winter months. So I make sure to take my vitamin D when I'm not getting enough from the sun. Plus, another thing, a lot of women are deficient in vitamin D. It's crazy. I'm also just taking a one a day women's supplement. I'm gonna get a different one once these are out, but this is just what I have in my house. So a multivitamin is what she says, either a multivitamin or a prenatal vitamin, even if you're not pregnant. It has all of those nutrients that are depleted by the birth control pill that you need to replenish into your body. There's a few more things coming in the mail from Amazon. I love Amazon so much. One thing is a probiotic. Another thing is omega-3 fish oil pills and vitamin E, I believe. And this is just specifically, some of them are specifically for me and what her quiz said that I was deficient in. But take her quiz, get her book, read all about it, and figure out what you may be deficient in or what you might have too much of, and then you can take supplements accordingly. So I have not started my post-birth control journey yet. I will actually be taking my NuvaRing out next Wednesday. It is Saturday, so in 4 days. 4 days. And then my period starts like clockwork that Friday. So next Friday is the start of my first menstrual cycle, and then I will not put my NuvaRing back in. This is my new journey that's happening. I'm going to let you guys know all about what's going on with my body, if I'm experiencing any crazy side effects or symptoms, what happens, you know, it could be crazy, it could be great, I don't know. Everybody's so different that obviously my journey is not going to be the same as this woman's journey over here, but I'm going to just blog my journey, vlog it maybe, and see what happens, you know? And if I can help somebody out there figure out their journey coming off of birth control and help them feel a little better about themselves, or, you know, give you resources that you may not have had, or any tips and tricks, I'm gonna try to provide that for you as best I can, because I want all of us to be on the same page. I want all of us to learn new things and stay up to date on women's health, because I think it's super important. I think you should know what your body's doing and what's happening inside of you. And then along the way, I'm sure I will make some stories on my Instagram, so if you want to go follow me at Carly Marie Chassé, I will be posting a bunch of updates there too. Thanks for tuning in to this. If you want to see more of these videos and if you want me to do a bunch of updates, like my video, that'd be great. Thanks for watching.